Hello everybody, welcome to Champions Cup Round 3. This is the mighty Wreckless Chalice winner. Is Amazons. Amazons will never win Chalice. Taking on Neproxy's Skaven. So we've got a Strength 4 Pom Jump Up, Blodger, Blitzer. We've got just guards. That is a Blitzer, right? Yeah. We've got Wrestle Dauntless, could be annoying. Guards, just guards, no block. Two loners. Both teams are pretty depleted.
You think you know me?
On this day, can they both lose? I would like them to both lose. We have the classic AV up Lino. We've got a catcher with Blood Step, movement up, and is that sprint? That's sure feet, I think. And then yeah, so Amazon team is meh. You've got a load of loners on this rat team as well. So you've got two loners, dirty player, mighty blow, tackle, claw. We've got a natty with agi. We've got the horns, wrestle, strip ball, leap, runner, and it's gonna be an annoying game for both of them, I guess. Like both, no bench in the whole game. No real inducements either. So there's just a fame and a babe for Neproxy. So Rick's drive, start the game. Pitch invasion. Oh, is it knock over anyone? Oh, he knocks over the ball carrier. So knocks over his ball carrier. Just a lone. He knocks over both his loners. Knocks over the natty, and it knocks over the claw mighty, or the tackle mighty blow, which is more important than the claw in this one, to be honest. But yeah, it knocks over Neproxy's best two players and knocks over. There comes the Pom, double key, and he gets the Kaz straight away. So it's now 11 against 10 for the rest of the game. Of course, Neproxy doesn't appo that. He's got no choice. In comes the blitz with the diving tackle. Blood stepper gets a power, and yeah, he's protecting the Pom. No, he's not protecting the Pom. He's just leaving the Pom there. I mean, you could blitz this and just foul this. It's risky. It's risky on 10 players. I don't. If you're gonna foul something, I'd foul that. So in comes the tackle, hits the blodge, firm, tackle, guards, mighty blow. Thank you very much, by the way, Fud. Sorry, mate. Thank you very much for the 2 months. Yeah, so he's setting up a foul here, and like I would argue, I guess this is the tackle one, right? This is the tackle one. That's what he's thinking. This is tackle and this is not tackle. But I would argue that the Pommer might be a better target. But yeah, he gets himself sent off. So the rats are capped at 9. The ball is not safe. We've got to hit this run. Hit this rat, yeah. Where's Rick's tackle? Rick doesn't actually have a ton of tackle. He literally only has one tackle player. He literally only has one tackle player. So half a screen here, dive and tackle all around the back. It's a bit dodgy though, because this is like a 2+. There's no guard here either. Okay, yeah, we're hitting that rat, yeah. Ooh, re-rolls it as well. Bangs in the re-roll. Gets the armor break. And the Pom. Nothing done on the Pom. And I guess this is more to stop this chick getting fouled. So now that the old pitch invasion has worn off, like he does get to stand up his two best players. He has got diving tackle on the superstar rat. It's going to take a tackle blitz on the wrestle dauntless. Not the best target, but the easiest target for sure. For sure. Then gets a follow up hit. And looks like he's setting up for a foul on the tackle again with the loner. Oh no. Oh, he dodges off diving tackle there. It's a bit rowdy. He's not going to foul with the agi, is he? Oh, makes the dodge off. Diving tackle is a fake skill. Ladies and gentlemen, I have some questions about the agi up line route. I also have some questions about the agi up line route. I think it's terrible. And he also, in one of his previous games against Orcs, I think it was Simply Simple's Orcs, he appoed it. So basically, Simply Simple cased it on like turn 1 or turn 2, and he appoed it. Like, despite having a natural one-turner and like loads of amazing players. And I don't know whether it was one of them ones where it was like, right, I can't afford to fall behind on players. I've got to appo anything. But yeah, it's 40k of TV, and it doesn't really do anything. Like with AV7, no block. I'm not a fan of it, to be honest. This, by the way, is very scary. This isn't in any stretch of the imagination safe. Out comes the wrestle rat. I think there was a pretty good play here, so it leaps out, dodges through. This is just horrendous. I don't think there's any need for this at all. Gets a push. And now this guy on a dodge out is a 2D with the assists. Although he hasn't really left himself any kind of, what's the words, retrieval. But yeah, this is wrestle. So the ball gets sacked completely, not unnecessarily, but relatively easily. Yeah, and he fails to geofine the blizzards. Makes it. Sticks in the other one. The ball is on the floor, boys and girls. The ball is on the floor. General stat rule is, does your team already start with a multiple player whose base stat is high? If so, don't take it. Ah! It's interesting to see. That's how you base it. I don't really think I have a rule for it. I don't think I have a rule. But yeah, line rat. Nah. Line rats are expendable. They're there to die. They're there to stand in a way. And no, I would not take AV up on the line rat either. Gets the stun on the Natty, which is pretty good, because at the moment this is pretty scary for Rick. He needs to stabilise. He needs to get the ball back in his hands. It doesn't look like he's getting the ball back on his hands. I'm a bit scared. So he's just going to scatter this ball straight away. I guess hit and hope, because if it comes this way it's brilliant. If it comes this way it's absolutely terrible. And it does fall into 2 tackle zones. So he's going to hit with the tackle. Come there. Base 2 zones. He's going to scatter it again. I guess Rick kinda has to scatter it. I mean, either way, it's on 1 tackle zone. Oh, and Neproxy has the ball. And this is pretty terrifying for Rick, honestly. This is pretty scary. Get him in range. No! No! I mean, he could have either got in range or stood in front of a rat and not really protected it. I mean, this is full potato anyway, so there's a KO on the DP. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I genuinely don't know how I feel about that. Because, I mean, he could have just stayed there, right? Run this rat into scoring range, which probably would have drawn the blitz. And if it doesn't draw the blitz, then the diving tackle is going to be on the ball. You got the natty over here. I think I prefer having the scoring threat and then making Rick make the decision on whether it's ball or rat. But I mean, like, it's not great either way, is it? It's not great either way. And with the strength up, it does prevent some things, right? And there's a dodge off tackle failing, armor break, KO, but no scoring threat. And I mean, the natty can probably be a scoring threat next turn. But the problem is Rick has got a sweeper. He's got like 2 pretty adequate sweepers, in fact. There's a Kaz on the AV up. Rolled a 12. Would have Kaz the tree. Would have Kaz the tree. So again, not in scoring range. I mean, it would have cost GFIs and a blizzard and all that. So fair. Problem the rats have got is there's not enough players to even remotely get the ball safe. So he has got a screen of sorts, and fails to dodge, which is annoying. So he's got a screen, but no threat, and it doesn't look like Rick's gonna score. Doesn't look like Rick's gonna score from here. Not at the moment, anyway. So, when in doubt, punch the natty as hard as you can. Palm it, kill it, get rid of it. There's the POW, mighty blow. There's the Kaz. That's huge. That's the Apo. Apo works. Oof. That's huge for Rick. And the best thing is he didn't need to palm. I'm pretty sure he would have palmed anyway. I think it's the right thing to do. But yeah, now he shuts this down completely. And like, where do the rats go from here? They're in a horrible position. Absolutely horrible position. There's a failed dodge with the Agiline rat. Of all people, the one that lets you down is the Agiline rat. And there's the push, right, and this is on stand firm as well. So what he was probably trying to do is clear this so he could run the rat, dodge out on a 2+, 2+, or I reckon it'll be a 2+, 3+, 2+, and then get it out over here. But the dice just said no there. And then the skull as well on top of it all. Just leaves the ball sat there ready to get punched in the face. Gets the POW. Gets the KO. And just quietly, we've got 3 guys that are definitely not coming back. We've got 3 guys that are 50-50. Especially if Rick doesn't score their 50-50. Obviously they're slightly like a 1 in 4. And then you've got the natty as well. So there's another KO. And like, it's like, if Rick scores, it's like a perfect 8 like I say a perfect 8 turn stall. It wasn't perfect. He got the ball sacked and he got himself in all sorts of trouble. But he might be looking at a turn 8 score. Yeah, a turn 8 score, loads of removals. And just a fantastic time to be Mr. Rick Wreckless, to be honest. Yeah, and he's in range. There's 2 rats on the pitch, 3 rats on the pitch. No rerolls, or 1 reroll. I mean, he's got the natty right, so we're gonna see the natty have a go. Ah, there's a Kaz. There's no Apo for that one as well, and that is massive because this is like the ball sacker. He is also AV6 as well, which I haven't pointed out so far. There's the skull. And he's not re-rolling it. He's keeping that re-roll safely in the hands for the one-turner. Let's see how greedy Rick gets. Double key! He's gonna palm this Sagi rat and then run it in, I'd imagine. Gets the POW. Gets the armor break. Double key! Gets the Cass. So I don't even know how many rats. So, what... At the moment, worst case scenario is... 1 rat? 2 rats. 2 rats is worst case scenario. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has got a babe though. Has got a babe. So he's got 6 rats. He gets all the KOs back. Every single one of them. Which means he doesn't have to put the natty on the LOS as well. And he has also got the second gutter runner to fetch the ball and give it back to him. So it's just doing the back line. I mean, there's not really much better, is there? I don't think there's much better, to be honest. Not against a natty. Although, you could argue that in a blizzard especially, with 3 players in a row, you could argue that he could give himself a push. I don't know if you can actually. If he stood there, picks up the ball, hands it off there, tackle runs round, blitzes. I mean, you could argue there's a push there. I guess it's a 1 in 9 that he doesn't need to have because the tackle would be the first push, which is fine. The tackle block. Oh, and he snakes the 1 turn. I choose trick. Trick or treat. Hello, Alan. Happy Halloween. We are checking out Wreckless versus Neproxy. This is round 3. The winner of this goes into the quarter final. And I'm not sure who they face. I think the winner of this actually goes on to face Crucifer. It's 11 o'clock. It's not that late. It's not that late. No, it's not live. It's not. I don't do live Chalice games. I only do the replays. Like a lot of these games are streamed and stuff. I don't want to take it away from the streamers. Like, well, not that anyone would watch me over watching the streamers, but like I'd rather watch the replay. The replays are like genuinely like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. I have actually seen this game already as well. I was on Rick's channel live casting it with Jack Ball. But I'm doing it for my YouTube channel, which is down below. Click like, subscribe, all that good stuff. But I've basically I've streamed every single Chalice game in the replay format. So if you ever want to watch Chalice 42, every single game is on my YouTube channel in the same place. So you can see every single game. Which, because I felt like Chalice has been neglected a couple of like the last couple of seasons. Like as soon as Artemis stopped doing it, like Jimmy did it for a little bit, but he didn't stick it out and stuff. And like they do the big games and that, they don't do the entirety of it. So I wanted to do the entirety of it. And there's the GFI fail. And like this is fair. Like anything that the Proxy's doing right now, it doesn't really matter. He's massively behind. He's got 6 rats on the pitch versus 10 Zons. He's probably going to lose another one this turn. He has got the natty, who failed miserably last drive. There's the pom. There's the KO. So we're down to 5 rats. And it's a question of, do you just bang it in and hope for a mad kickoff event? Or do you just try and... There's no way you're stalling this 8 turns, is there? There's just no way. I don't care how good a rat coach you are. 5 rats against 10 Zons with 7 turns to go. I just don't see you... I don't see you holding this one out for the long run. So up comes the natty. Very aggressively so, even with the GFI. Double GFI. Triple GFI. Fails to dodge. Makes it. And bases. And... Whoa. This is a huge potato. There's a pommer right here, right? There's a pommer right there. Without, like, strength 4, so... Can you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, so you can make this 3 dice. Across comes the Dauntless, and then we pom it for 3 dice. Well, it's basically 6 dice, right? Here it comes. Double key. Gets... Oh right, yeah, it's not tackle, so it doesn't get a knockdown. Gets it on the reroll. Although he has got 4 rerolls, I believe there was a reroll on kickoff. Doesn't break armor, so he, he gets the POW. Doesn't break armor. Doesn't risk the GFI following the... He's already used the reroll, but he could have GFI'd to put a diving tackle on the ball. Which I wouldn't have hated. Oh, he's going for the pickup. Okay, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Does make more sense. So, rats. There's 5 of them. It's going to do a 1D. That's a skull. Re-rolls it into a POW. Sidestep. Follows. So it's going to try and pick it up. It gets it with a natty. Hello, Jimmy. Hello. And picks it up and runs away. I've got to do one more after this. But yes, maybe. Maybe. I've got to do one more after this. I've got to do like an actual quarter-final. Which I haven't actually seen. I've seen this game already. Spoilers. I have actually seen this game already, so there's one particular thing that you're gonna see in a minute that had me screaming at my telly, at my PC screen. I wasn't very happy with. But yeah, I mean, so far so good, right? Neproxy's just been absolutely banged on. I mean, the fouls are questionable, but like a lot of people were talking about the fouls in the first half, like the first 2 fouls. But like if he does get removals on Zons, they look amazing, and it's on his best player as well, the only tackle on his team. So I don't hate the fouls. Are they necessary? Entirely necessary? Maybe not. Are they wrong? Not necessarily. Are they bad? Maybe. It's really hard to call it. Right, so if we look at the positioning of the Zons here, this is particularly where I felt we had an opportunity. So we look like we're off centre here, off centre, and he's gone for the blitz here. Doesn't get the knockdown. Right, so what I would do at this point is I would potato this gutter runner straight down here. And I would screen it off with this gutter runner here. This gutter runner would dodge out, and then this guy would dodge out, and then I think we're good. So I want to see a potato here. He stands this guy up and he dodges, he fails to dodge, and then he just doesn't even re-roll it. And I think that's an opportunity missed. I think that's a massive opportunity missed. And I would have moved the ball first. He has got 3 turns. He's got 3 turns, but all these Zons are going to move into a more central position. Like, it's really unfortunate. It would have been interesting to know where he was going if he made that 2+ dodge. It was a 2+ dodge as well, for Christ's sake. But yeah, this is completely shut down now. Now the capture's central. And he's got the double tag on the... Oh, there's no outlet. There's no outlet. There's nowhere for this ball to go. He's just going to run it forward as a potato at some point, I'm sure. Yeah. And he's running towards the Zons. Whereas if he'd run up here, he's away from the Zons and he could have scored last time. So this is literally knock this down. This is jump up as well. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a GFI. So yeah, knock this down. Knock this down. And then it's just a straight 2D. Oh, there's the Cas. 4 rats? I think that's 4 rats. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another pal there. There's another Cas. That's 3 rats. And if you can't predict the ending of this... Whoa! There's hello! Hello, Jimmy! I didn't realise you were stopping. I thought you were gonna play. Ah, you're off to bed. Yeah, fair play, mate. Fair play. Thank you for the raid, Jim. Didn't fancy playing. I was having a laugh last night, mate. Your stream last night was amazing, by the way. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Enjoy the BB. Alright, cheers, mate. There's the Kaz on the natty. Oh, man. Oh, man. Hello, Clockbot. And that is 100% GG, I think. I think that is mathematically GG. Oh, especially when he... So I guess 3 plus... 3 plus... Makes it. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not even a GFI to be made. I mean, even if Rick quad skulls at this point, I don't know if he's gonna lose. Like, honestly, I don't know if he's gonna lose. In goes the scoring threat. What? What a horrible person. What a horrible person. So he puts the scoring threat in, goes with the wrestle, very sensible, gets the wrestle, and that is GG because this guy cannot make it. Not pick up the ball and make it anyway. And it's if you're gonna pick that up, I mean that's a pretty rough pickup because 1, 2, 3. That's a decision to pick that up, right? Because if he fails to pick up, I know, like, hear me out. If he fails to pick up and it bounces off the rat and scatters there, it's a 3 plus, 3 plus, 3 plus to score and equalise. Whereas if he leaves the ball on the floor, it's impossible for him to score with that rat without doing something crazy with this rat. So that pickup was interesting. But I mean, like, it's so unlikely. It's a 1 in 8 for a starter. It's a 1 in 8 followed by a 1 in 8 followed by a 50. Oh, here we go. And then Rick just smashes the ball in for 2-0. So looking at the damage there as well, I don't think any of this was actually particular. Oh, M&G for the AV, and that was sent off, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, congratulations, Mr. Rick Wreckless, with your 27 armor breaks. Commiserations to Neproxy with your Agi up line rat. Into the quarterfinals goes Rick Wreckless. Woohoo! Flip me, guys. Flip me. Woohoo!